To this now, Arkansas is suing the Chinese-owned bargain retailer Temu over, quote, deceptive tactics that harm consumers. Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin joins me now to talk about it. Welcome, sir. You claim that Temu is involved in data theft. What kind of data? What do you mean by that?
Well, let me say this first and foremost. I've been in the Army Reserve for 28 years, and I can tell you that the threat from China is not new, and it is real. I recently enforced a law that had to do with Chinese ownership of property here, and we have forced the divestment of the Chinese from that particular transactions. As it relates to Temu, Temu is not an online marketplace like Amazon or Walmart. It's a data theft business that sells goods as a means to an end. So it is common for an online marketplace like Amazon, like Walmart, to collect certain consumer data as part of the normal course of business. I think we all know that. That's not what's going on here. What Temu is doing is selling goods at a rock bottom price, not to make a profit off of those, but as a way to get into your phone, your device, and to collect your data, not just traditional consumer data, but using malware, spyware to have complete access to your information. And one step further, their code is written in such a way to evade detection. So we've got several violations here. We've got a violation of the Arkansas Personal Information Protection Act, and we have a violation of the Arkansas Deceptive Trade Practices Act. All of this against the backdrop of who owns the company, who operates the company, which are Chinese communist officials, former Chinese communist officials. So there's a lot to unpack here that goes beyond a traditional online marketplace.
While I have you here, Mr. AG, I want to get to this issue. Donald Trump is asking the judge in his New York criminal trial to throw out the guilty verdict after the Supreme Court granted him some presidential immunity. Do you think those charges should be thrown out?
Well, I haven't seen that filing, but what I would say about the distinction that the Supreme Court made, I know there's been a lot of hyperbole about it. I heard some on one of the earlier segments by AOC about the decision.
Yes.
But it is to some degree making the distinction between official acts and unofficial acts. In doing so, the Supreme Court, to a large degree, is simply taking precedent, long-standing precedent, and weaving it into what we have in this new opinion. And so a lot of the wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth as it relates to this opinion is misplaced. I think some of it is, a lot of it is election year posturing, what we call, having been on a lot of presidents in silly season.
Right. Well, listen, Attorney General Tim Griffin, Attorney General of Arkansas, thank you, sir, for joining us today, both on the issue of Temu, but also on Donald Trump as well. We covered a lot of ground. Thank you so much, sir.